Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Throwback Thursdays.
You are listening to 104.1 KQTH, Tucson's News and Talk. I am the beautiful man. The sexy sidekick is close at hand. Mr. Charles in charge. Taking your calls at 751-1041. We have the lovely Yolanda Weinberger in studio. Yes, my friends, this is Throwback Thursday, the day where you, the listening audience, gets to choose the bumper music.
It's the Throwback Thursday request thread, which you can find on my Facebook page at Ross Williamson. Anything from the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. No FCC violations. That means no cuss words. Coming up this hour, the Eagles, Rolls Royce, and Chicago.
My friends, Ross, get me the pre-cough segment from Good Morning. Good Morning America.
Get right from the horse's mouth, and they love.
Yeah. What I want to do is I want to play for the audience in case they missed it. Today, yours truly appeared on Good Morning America. This is my first network television appearance. I was on with the political crew, George Stephanopoulos, and they were talking about this whole week, the first 100 days of President Trump's administration. And today, they keyed in on how he has revolutionized social media. They had me, I forgot the other guy that they had on, but George Stephanopoulos teed it up, and then, I could see that hanging curveball, and I took a whack at it. Here's what it sounded like.
Let's bring in James T. Harris, host of the James T. Harris Show at W04.1 KQTH in Tucson, Arizona. Thanks a lot for joining us. James, we just saw all the numbers there on the tweets. In Washington, you hear even Republicans like Mitch McConnell say they wish the president would tweet a little less, tone it down a little bit more. What do your listeners think?
My audience wishes that he would tweet even more. They say that when President Trump gets on the Twitter machine, we see things happen. They love the fact that they're hearing it right from the horse's mouth, and they love the fact that they're able to see his tweets and then see how the media responds to it.
How about, though, with that tweet where he falsely accused President Obama of spying on him, and it turned out to be, overwhelming for several weeks there at the beginning of the administration. Aren't they worried about these self-inflicted wounds?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, after that tweet, they called it, the tweet grenade into the mainstream media's living room. It seems like the whole narrative, the false narrative of President Trump colluding with the Russians, began to dissipate. I think that, the media likes to say that was a troublesome tweet, that he had caused him a lot of backlash. But my audience loves the fact that he took that narrative head on and was pushing back.
And John, you're also seeing a very different kind of communication in the briefing room than we've.
That was it.
Notice how he didn't come back and say, "Oh, what do you mean the false narrative that he was colluding with the Russians?" Oh, you got a false narrative. I will see your false narrative and raise you one Russian debacle.
There was no follow-up to the to that question, but you know what? I said to the camera people afterwards, "Oh wow, that's like about 30 seconds, 45 seconds." And they said, this is the way it usually is. They complimented me on the way I handled myself. And they said, what you need to understand is that it may have been 30 seconds, but it was 30 seconds in front of 6 million people.
Beautiful.
And I said, 6 million people that are not my audience, because my audience doesn't look at Good Morning America. My audience are pretty much Fox fans, and they watch MSNBC and CNN for kicks and giggles, if they do. And so this was like new territory. Yep. And I appreciate the fact that we've had folks inside of Scripps who were looking out and gave me this opportunity. And we ran with it and we had fun with it. Thank you. We ran with it and we had fun with it. You know what?
Horse's mouth, and they love.
What, Ross? You want to do the cough version? This is what they heard. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Horse's mouth, and they love.
That is hilarious.
The first time I heard it just shocked me. It was like it was jarring.
Did you hear it when you were speaking?
Yeah.
And you kept right on.
I thought it was right here. I thought, Smokey was outside the, door just hacking and coughing. But then it was right in my ear,
Right.
which that would not have been possible.
Of course.
So that was out of, I think I can safely say that was out of New York.
Some people on the Facebook feed were saying that was actually
It was a tactic.
maybe they're saying that too, but they're saying it might have been your host.
You mean, Georgie?
Yeah.
Yeah, George could have been hat coughing right
Yeah.
there on the set. Right.
False narrative.
Could have been. It very well could have been.
No,
We
but
don't
you
know.
handled yourself very well, and you represented us very well. Good job, James.
Well,
T.
thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Now, last week I told you all after the big shakeup with
Yes.
Fox News, and look who Fox News has lost in the last year: Gretchen Carlson. Gone.
Yeah, Megan
Megyn Kelly
gone.
gone. Roger Ailes
Gone.
gone. He's the founder, the father of the whole thing.
Bill
Bill
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly gone. So the last man standing
Sean
is Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity is saying that he is warning that the end of Fox News Channel, as we know it, he said that's coming.
You're right. You were right about that.
He took to Twitter today to defend embattled Fox News co-president Bill Shine following a report that suggested Shine's future with the network could be on unsteady ground.
Wow.
He said, I pray this is not true because if it is, that's the total end of Fox News Channel as we know it. Done.
I tell you when you're right. You were right about that.
Yes, I did.
You were right about that.
called
You
that.
called it. You did.
And then the day after I did, we got the news that the Murdoch brothers are sort of usurped Rupert's power, and they don't care about ideology. Or I should say,
They
don't
care
care
only
about
about
money. They only care about
ideology.
ideology,
Right.
and they were embarrassed that their network was splashed all over the front pages of the New York Times and the New York, because they value the opinion of the lying New York Times,
Right.
and so they want to change the image, and the way they change the image is to basically wipe
Move
out
to
the
the
conservatives, right? Move way to the left.
So you know what that means? That means that we have to build our own platforms.
But
Did you just
I
cough
just
all
did.
over me?
I didn't cough over you.
Horse's mouth, and they love.
I think you
did not.
I heard you.
I turned the mic off and I turned my head away from you.
But I heard you coughing.
That's not what happened.
Okay.
That was not me.
Sure.
That was
that a
George.
tactic?
That was not me. That was not me.
Did you want me to continue my sentence, or do you want to go
No,
back
no,
to
go
what
ahead,
you
go ahead,
have
go ahead,
there?
right ahead, go right ahead.
All right. No, seriously, I'm saying what we have to do now is we have to build our own platforms. I mean, it's what Roger Ailes and Murdoch did, but we have to do it again, and we have to start from the ground up.
Yeah, that's just it. I don't
But
know.
who has the money.
Exactly. Hannity and Shine have a long history at 21st Century Fox-owned cable news outlet. Hannity recommended that Fox News hire Shine early in the network's history, and Shine has an early producer on Hannity and Combs, one of the first primetime programs on the network's schedule. Hannity also claimed that Shine was the victim of an internal Fox News plot to undermine his leadership, tweeting, quote, somebody high up and inside FNC is trying to get an innocent person fired. And Gabe, I know who it is. He followed up by tweeting, I stand with Bill, hashtag I stand with Bill, when other Twitter users expressed confusion as to whether Hannity was supporting Shine or recently departed Fox News host Bill O'Reilly. Hannity tweeted again, I'll change it. I stand with Shine.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
He's
Fox
doubling
News, of
down.
course, has declined to comment on Hannity's Twitter activity.
Well, and don't you think that Sean Hannity has every right to be a little bit pugnacious after the way his own people tried to come after him?
And see, that's another sign. And so, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to tell you is, and Yolanda Weinberger alluded to this, conservatives need a new site. Steve Spain, last week wrote a fantastic article in the Arizona Daily Independent of what that could look like. And it could use the face of, at the time he was writing about Bill O'Reilly, but that could very easily be done with a Sean Hannity as well. But I think the future, as we're seeing news networks begin to crumble, begin to buckle, begin to go out of business because of their putting ideology over the bottom line. There are new things that are going to rise up out of it. A new phoenix will rise.
That's true.
Will rise.
And let us give homage to the beauty of the free market, because where there is a vacuum, the free market will shift, bend, and rise to fill that. Conservatives want a voice. Conservatives want a place to hear their own thoughts and their voice being reflected. That will happen. It has to happen. It is the way of things, as long as we don't give up our right to free speech.
And that is what is the linchpin. Our freedom of speech is what is at stake. Now, you have lefties on the inside who control. I mean, listen, let's be real. If Fox News crashes and burns, and I think it is, as I said, and that is sad, but something new can come out of it. But right now, the major media outlets are controlled by the left. All social media is controlled by the left.
Everything except talk radio.
Exactly. And we are even to a certain degree. I mean, we have more freedom than any other of the mediums.
Sure.
But we're owned
ownership,
by the left.
That's true.
We are.
But that's also why the fight for First Amendment rights starts and ends right here, because you are owned by the left. But if it were not for you being able to exercise free speech, we wouldn't have these conversations.
The moment left gets control of free speech, the moment they're able to squash it and kill it, still a resistance will rise somewhere. Something will happen, unless we are talking about totalitarian Nazism, unless we're talking about, the Soviet Union,
Kim Jong-un,
which is real.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we have ingenuity, technology, capitalism, something's going to pop. So keep your eyes open. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH.
The Eagles on Throwback Thursday. Rolls Royce. We're going to the car wash, everybody, on Throwback Thursday.
You are listening to 104.1 KQTH, Tucson's News and Talk. (104.1) KQTH is collecting donations to be given to the hot shot crews fighting the Sawmill fire. Gold bond or baby powder, chapstick, sunscreen, diaper wipes, beef jerky, quick-to-eat protein snacks, and baked goods. Donations can be dropped off at Sam's Club on Stone Avenue or at the 104.1 KQTH studio, 7280 East Rosewood Street.
You might not ever get rich, but let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch. There ain't no telling who you might be.
The car wash.
Digging a ditch. It's better.
Better than digging a ditch.
Yes.
Yolanda Weinberger.
Yes. James T. Harris.
Were you aware of the fact that you can, like, as a contributor, you can now do a live broadcast on my site?
I can?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can do a live broadcast on your what site?
On my Facebook site. Did you know that? It's new, I guess.
I mean, I know I can do a live broadcast on my Facebook.
Yeah, but you could do
site.
it as a contributor to the to the circus.
Really?
Right.
So I can take over.
Well, no, that's not.
It's
that's
basically
not, that's not
what
what,
I've
that's
been
not what it
hearing.
said. That's what you.
I think I heard
I
that.
still have control. If you start like putting stuff up every 2 or 3 minutes, I can just knock it off.
Okay.
Right.
Are you going to make me a live
I
contributor?
think I am. I think I will.
I think you should.
I think so.
I think I might.
I think so.
That'd be fun.
Rachel Dolezal.
Oh my gosh, is she in the news again?
She is in the news.
Oh, I'm sick of her.
She went to South Africa.
But you're black.
She
Actually, they said, "But you're white." But you're white.
Oh.
That the game she's playing here in America.
They're not having that, are
They're
they?
not really not having it. They're not having it.
You're not black.
Trans black woman Rachel Dolezal. She's trans black now.
Oh
former
my gosh.
former NAACP official, and author of the new book In Full Color. In Full Color.
In full disclosure,
She should have.
it's dreadful,
In living color would have been better, right?
right?
She now goes by the name
She has a
Michki
new.
Amar Dalio.
I think that's Nkechi Amare
Catchy?
Diallo.
Catchy, the N is silent.
Nkechi.
Nkechi Amar Dalio.
Amare Diallo.
Okay.
Nkechi
Nkechi
Amare Diallo.
Diallo.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's it.
What the hell does that mean?
It probably means I want to be black.
In Swahili.
Right.
Okay, let's say it again. Nkechi
Amare Diallo.
I want to be black in Swahili. Okay. She journeyed to South Africa to get in touch with her racial roots. How the hell she got some racial roots?
Wait. She could have some. She could be Afrikaans.
No, you know what? She could have gone to Kentucky and got her racial roots.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
She went to South Africa to get in touch with her racial roots and explain to black South Africans how hard it was to be authentic black.
Wait, no, she did
Yes, she
not go
did.
to South Africa
Yes,
and
she
try
did.
to explain to black
Yes,
people how
she
hard it was.
did.
That woman needs her assets, kid.
Well, despite being completely white, she was trying to tell the South Africans how
How to
hard
be
it was to be
black.
authentically black.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That blows my mind. The audacity, the arrogance of that woman.
Well, apparently her transracial spiel went over about as well there as it did here. In other words, it really didn't.
That would be like me going to Ross and saying, Ross, let me tell you, buddy, it's really hard to be white. I mean, I know that you grew up white, but you don't get how to be authentically
Ross,
white.
you don't have any idea what it is
It's so hard, Ross.
to be a white man trapped in a black man's body.
Gosh.
You have no idea.
How stupid is that?
No rhythm. You like, rock from the 80s? In other words, you haven't walked one day in my moccasins, buddy.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is your favorite movie?
The worst thing you ever did to me was take my black card.
Oh my goodness.
Now I am a white man trapped in a black body.
And
I'm
you
just the
just
opposite
don't know.
of Nahiki.
Nkechi Amara Diallo.
Well, what's the Swahili for a black man trapped, white man trapped in a black body? What's the Swahili? That's not Swahili, but we have to go to Sweden for that. What's the Swedish? What's the Swedish word for a white man trapped in a black body? What's that?
I don't know. It'd probably be something like, you idiot.
Yeah, well, you know what? She got spanked. I got a little bit more on the
Oh, I
other
can't
side.
wait to hear about how she got
Richard
spanked.
Dollar. So, what about Sean King? Is he
Who?
going to South Africa?
Sean who?
Sean King.
Oh, wait.
What's it? Did he change his name?
I think he got quiet. I think he got quiet is what happened.
You're listening to 101 KQTH.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young on Throwback Thursday.
Politicians, sit yourselves down. There's nothing for you here. Won't you?
We're getting Rickrolled here on the show by Rick Astley on Throwback Thursday.
Remember when Rick rolled used to be like a thing to get Rick rolled?
Back when I was in college, that was forever ago.
See, now you have to explain it to Yolanda because she doesn't know what Rick rolled means.
All right, so what would happen is you'd say, hey, somebody click on certain link to see this video, and this video would pop up. You got rickrolled. You got tricked into watching this video.
Is it because the video is so dreadful?
It's actually hilarious.
It's 80s. It is totally quintessential 80s.
So of course then the joke was, you tell people it's a legitimate video link and it turns out to be this.
Oh.
Do you know the bartender in this video was drunk for the whole shoot?
It doesn't surprise me.
Drunk.
How else would he get through it? It reminds me of watching like Harry Potter movies. It was not, I took my kids at midnight to see Harry Potter movies, at the adult theater.
Right.
And people were
because
looking
that's
at
the
me all
only way.
mad and stuff, but I had to be able to drink gin to make it through Harry Potter. I'm ashamed to say it.
Gin.
Right. I had to sleep through. I had gin right, through the trailers. And by the time we get to a third through the movie, I'm knocked out cold, and the kids wake me up to drive home afterwards. I know.
James,
No, I didn't have 5 or 6 of them. Just one.
Did you see my mouth?
Yeah, your
my
face.
face? It was like, oh my gosh.
Come on, this was the 90s.
We're trying to.
Actually, it wasn't the 90s. It was the uh-ohs.
Yeah, so they're like your kids are like helping you stagger out.
I didn't say they helped me stagger out. They said they woke me up. Don't try to make this into something that's terrible and embarrassing anymore. I didn't drive little kids around the city drunk.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
You better.
I
not
wasn't even
have.
buzzed. I slept it off. Is that a story I shouldn't share anymore?
Yeah.
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 It's too late.
Yeah.
It happened.
Gin.
Bombay said, excuse me, what do you call the guy that had the tickets and come around? Oh, I guess they had, waitresses and stuff like that. Usher, do you have any Bombay Sapphire?
Knowing James, he'd be like, Mater D, Garcon, Gin.
You, sir?
Cabana boy.
Cabana boy, yes.
Do you have any gin?
What type of gin would you like? Would you like beef eaters? Or would you like...
It is so Thursday.
Beef eaters or Bombay Sapphire? I have any gin you want, darling.
Oh, just make it neat.
I don't think... You want a dirty martini?
Quickly.
I have a dirty martini for you. 2 or 3 olives. You look like a 3 olive girl.
You're going to shake and stir, aren't you?
Yes,
Oh my
I am.
gosh, I just want a stiff drink. Can we just...
Oh! I like your husband must be so thrilled with you.
So Rachel Dolezal went to South Africa.
Baron, 3 stiff dirties.
No.
3 fingers, right?
So she went to South Africa.
Twinkie splash.
Oh my gosh. No, how about an espresso with a lemon twist?
Now you do know this. We have a new audience. They don't know anything about Cabana Boy.
Oh, that's true.
They don't know anything about Cabana Boy. They're probably freaking out right now. They don't know anything about Cabana Boy.
I'm freaking out right now. My face is so hot.
I have to find Cabana Boy. I forgot
Oh
what
my
we did
gosh.
with him
I
somewhere.
have,
He's
I
around
have
somewhere.
Cabana Boy. I can pull up Cabana Boy in a matter of 30 seconds.
We don't want that. You could pull. Did you say pull up or pull on?
Pull up
I
Cabana
see.
Boy
All
in
right.
the matter of 30
All right.
seconds.
Rachel Dolezal.
Rachel Dolezal was in South Africa and explaining how difficult it is to be authentically black when you're actually not. And so what I thought was really interesting, because they're calling her transracial, right? Isn't that what
That's
they're
what they're
calling her?
doing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently she had a trans bishop invite her because
Wow.
he calls himself a bishop. But he's not. He's actually just an owner of a communications business.
Oh, see.
Okay, so from one fraud to another, why don't you come over here and tell people what it's like to be a fraud? That's the way I wrap that up.
It's pretty much, you know what? It's sort of a snapshot of what's happening in America today. It's a snapshot. I mean, nothing is as it seems.
Everything is fake. Everything has a narrative or a spin to it.
Okay, speaking of fake, I want to go into this for a moment. I know it's not 5 o'clock yet, but I want to go into this a moment because I have you here, Yolanda Weinberger.
Okay.
I was doing show prep a couple days ago. I was not doing research. I was doing show prep.
Oh, okay. Actual show prep. I didn't know you actually did that.
As I was looking through the show prep, I saw a most bodacious picture of Kim Kardashian's rear end.
I was doing show prep and I saw that picture. And is it the one about the athlete that the boxer that tweeted out about how Kardashian's behind is going to be the end of yes.
He was responding to the same picture that I saw.
Yes.
That the boxer was responding
That's right.
to that.
That's exactly
Did you see the picture?
I saw the picture.
Okay. I just want to ask you.
Yes, my assets look better than hers.
No, that's wasn't what I was going to ask you that.
Oh. Okay.
I wasn't, but I'll give you that.
Okay. Because that was not pretty.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take you up on what you just said. Yes, your assets look better than hers. I would agree.
She's got more in the bank, though.
Why are so many? I mean, why do when I pick up the paper, and it's the same thing about Michelle Obama because she's on the yacht. Mm-hmm. They were talking about her world-class figure. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you describing? What? How dare you say to me, even suggest to me that Michelle Obama's world-class figure and how her wild mane just hung off of her shoulders. Who are they talking about? This is a major publication saying these things. Okay, the same thing's coming to my mind.
Fake.
I'm looking at this picture of Kim Kardashian and her assets to me look deformed. Mm-hmm. She looks like a mutant.
You know what, James? I agree with you 100%. And actually, I actually thought about bringing that story in, but I thought this is just too gross. I mean, I looked at it and I thought this is what people are celebrating, and I'm not that woman that wants to put other women down. That's not where I'm trying to go with this. I think that I was just shocked and appalled that is what so many young women, what so many entertainers, so many people are trying to tout as beautiful and
I don't understand
a standard.
It's sort of like I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that, you know, I know some people like big assets. That's not what I'm talking about here. Her assets are not natural. People used to think that I was lying when I said, you know, those are implants. She had one of her butt cheeks explode over Las Vegas. They had to have an emergency landing to, you know, to put the fluids back in it because it deflated.
And you could see it actually. You could see the lumpiness of it, and then her thighs didn't look like they belonged with those
body. Thighs don't belong with those assets.
No.
So why are people? It's like the emperor has no clothes. Why are you going around saying these things that are obviously not true?
Well, that's
and
it.
And then you have people going out, you know, especially people are really mad about this. So they're going out and they're trying to get the asset inflation on the cheap. And you know that one doctor's about to go to jail.
People are dying.
Because they're mixing baby oil and cement. Ross, remember we did that Sunday night. That was one of the good, the bad, and the uglies. They were mixing cement with baby oil, trying to get big assets, and then getting sick and dying.
And how about the petroleum jelly that they were pumping into booties? I mean, we are talking. It's sick.
I don't understand. 520-751-1041 is the telephone number.
Full phone lines.
Okay, here we
James.
go. I don't understand. Who are you lying to? Who's believing this?
And we're talking about someone who's famous for being famous. It's not like
she was famous for that porno tape she did with A-Rod, K-Rod, KJ, Ray J. Okay, that's Brandy's brother. She had a sex tape with him, and that's what made the Kardashians. I'm serious. That's what made the Kardashians famous.
That's what got Kim Kardashian super famous.
So what I don't understand. Okay, here's Kim Kardashian walking with her sisters. And her sisters have normal assets. Quite lovely. So why are you look at this oddity in the middle. Look at this freak show.
It's not like the other.
One of these things
is not
belong.
The same. Yeah. We're talking, I mean, was that Electric Company? Yeah.
Everything, nobody is telling us that the assets are fake. Nobody is telling us that the assets are freaky. People are acting like this is normal.
It's disgusting.
not normal.
It's really actually rather gross.
And the little girls who are going around trying to emulate this, the little girl, the sisters are mad. They're like, okay, how come I got naturally big assets? That's not celebrated. I got naturally big assets. I can't get a modeling gig, but here we have a fake asset, and it's celebrated.
It's a trans booty.
It's a trans booty.
It's a trans booty.
Is it me? It's not just me, because it's not just me.
I totally lingered on that article as well, and I looked at it and I was shocked. I thought it was gross. I looked at it and I'm like, that ain't right. That's gross. Not right. Yeah, I agreed.
Let's go to Sue here online. Sue, welcome to 1041 KQTH. What do you think about Kim Kardashian's assets?
I will tell you one thing. I think what you need to do is compare that picture that you guys have just seen of whatever her assets look like, because I don't really care. Compare those assets to when she was on Dancing with the Stars. You will see everything about her is different, and it has changed ever since she married Jay-Z. You watch those pictures.
She married Jay-Z?
And she has changed.
Are you thinking about Beyonce? Or are you thinking about Kim Kardashian?
Not Jay-Z.
Kanye.
Kanye West? Cayenne Pepper?
Yeah. And now they're coming out. Oh, she's pregnant with baby number 3.
She is?
Hoots.
Oh my gosh! Well, you're right about the celebrity news stuff, but fake lips, fake boobs, fake nose job, and fake assets, and all of a sudden this is supposed to be the standard of beauty.
Sisters, and especially when the younger sisters are pushing the pouty lip kind of thing.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, we're tracking. We're tracking.
I tell you this much. My daughter could care less about Kim Kardashian and any of those other people.
Well, that's good to hear, because then who is this playing to? Who is this playing to?
It's playing to the people who are idiots, who are watching, who want to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians and watch their stepdad turn into a shim.
Well, the Kardashians, she said a shim. The Kardashians are just destroying the culture. Everything from all angles. Men's becoming women's fake assets. It's absurd. Driving NBA players crazy. Sue, thank you for the call. But that just threw me for a loop. I had to express that. Well, who's he singing about? He's not singing about Kim Kardashian.
He's not. I'm imagining he's singing to me, actually.
All right. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH. I get some more calls on the line here.
Frank Sinatra.
The great Frank Sinatra to you, sir.
On Throwback Thursday.
And the way you look tonight
Laura Branigan on Throwback Thursday.
You are listening to 104.1 KQTH, Tucson's News and Talk. 104.1 KQTH and Curtis Plumbing recognizes and salutes Deputy Jay Corza from the Pima County Sheriff's Department as April's First Responder of the Month. Nominate a first responder you know at 104.1 KQTH. We're talking about Kim Kardashian's assets. They're not right. They look mutant. It looked to me, honestly, I looked at the picture and there was nothing attractive about it. Now, I do understand, I like big butts.
I cannot lie.
Yeah, but you know what? It's sort of,
you other brothers can't deny.
It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. And I think the sisters got it, they have a valid complaint. When you see her walking with her sisters.
Would you please explain when you say the sisters have a valid
Black
complaint?
Women do not like.
Oh, you're not talking about Kim Kardashian's sisters.
I'm talking about black females have a valid complaint when they talk about how much Kim Kardashian's fake assets are celebrated.
Yeah.
Models, pictures, iconic. Remember the champagne bottle thing, right?
Yes.
Do you realize that was modeled off of an African?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. I don't want to play that card, but I'm looking at this, and then you have the media. You have the media saying that this is beautiful, that this is her curves. They're not natural. It looks freakish.
Back to what you were saying about her positioning of the pose with her with a champagne glass on her behind and her head up in a top, her hair up in a top knot. The point of that is that there is no history anymore. Remember, people don't know that. They think that was her and her popular culture.
That was
and
not
pop
her.
art.
Not Jason. Welcome to 104.1 KQTH. Jason, you are on the air.
Hi. Your commentary about the mutant assets is spot on. When I happened to be flipping through the channels and I actually I didn't see the picture that you're looking at, but I don't know, maybe a month ago I was flipping through and just caught that show, and I'm a man who usually doesn't have a loss for words, but I was speechless and horrified. I just didn't know what I was looking at. I just looked with this odd look on my face, like what? It's not natural. It's horrifying is the only way I can put it.
Yes. And to me, what's even more horrifying is you don't have people who are being honest about it. You don't have, as far as in the media, how brave of Kim Kardashian to actually go around showing her cellulose, whatever that is. That's not it.
That's lumps from the stuff not settling.
Well, what Cajun said, if you could touch it, it's real. Come on, man. Yeah, I guess that's for a Barbie doll. Right, right.
If she wants to, artificially increase the look like a freak show, that's fine. I mean, I don't care if she wants to go total recall and put a third boob in, but to celebrate it and be this, I don't know, to have it idolized in some way, it's disgusting.
But wait a minute, Jason, that third boob, that's pretty good. I'm just playing, Jason. Excellent commentary. Thank you. Dr. Nicholas, welcome to 104.1 KQTH. You got a minute for you. Go.
Okay, hello, beautiful man and lovely sidekick, Wanda, Wonder Twin Wanda.
Wonder Twin. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the thing, all right? This is all about the way that they alter reality and alter history, and we need to come up with some slogans related to this, artificial is beautiful.
Artificial,
And yet, the thing is, Kim Kardashian does this, and they say she's beautiful, but then they complain that the Barbie doll is making girls aspire to,
anorexia.
Anorexic. It's insanity. They contradict themselves.
Up against the wall, but you make an excellent point, Dr. Nicholas. Excellent point. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH.